With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Detroit Pistons. Young looking it over. Pass to Adebayo. Duncan grabs the rebound.
Oh, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Cunningham. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. And this, of course, Brent, a cross-conference rivalry. The kind of game we look forward to as broadcasters.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, sometimes in these rivalry games, younger players don't understand the history of what it is that's about to take place. And so older players, media, fans, they talk them into the intensity of what it is we're going to see here tonight. Well, Trae Young's dangerous because he's got that confidence and he's ready to shoot anytime he gets it.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
Wow, you watched the defender and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Beyond the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A good-looking jump shot right there by Daniels.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Hands it from downtown.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now, here is Young. 6 to shoot. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Young's got his third basket of the night.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Cunningham up top. Pass to Harris. And the 3 off target. The Hawks with a quick start to this game. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella. Run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Duncan, a screen to the paint. The rebound by Johnson. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Daniels. Young outside. Johnson, a wide open look. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. screen by Duncan. Here's Thompson. Out to Duncan. Double clutches. Rebound by the Hawks.
Look, everyone wants to be part of a highlight play, but when you miss on completing it, it's pretty embarrassing, just like we saw there.
Now, here's Adebayo. Hasn't made one yet. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Cunningham with it. Pass to Harris for the three.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Young. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was. For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
In the corner, Ivy with it. Thompson looking for an opening. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Cunningham. Harris a screen. 4 on the shot clock. Detroit no good that time either. Now here's LeVert. And stolen by Thompson. And so it's Atlanta sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They have made it very tough.
17.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
A nice shot by LeVert.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Back to Young. Okongwu with the elbow. Screen by Capella. On its way from Young for 2. And again, it's Atlanta.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Here's Capella. To the inside. And the dunk by Capella.
Using his length that time, Capella up top to slam it down.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Pass to Okongwu. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 18.
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now Daniels. Young outside. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Duncan, a screen. Cunningham outside. Off target with his 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation. An explosive player, Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Adebayo the screen. Young from outside. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Young outside. And here's Daniels. Pass to Adebayo. Hawks passing it around. Clock at 4. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. No good that time. Good D by Thompson. Pistons trailed by 14. The second effort. Second chance shot. Goes up again. And Duncan finishes inside.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Johnson the screen. Over to the left wing. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Thompson. Atlanta with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Young. And stolen by Harris. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. Here's Thompson. And so it's Atlanta enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. A 12-point game. Five on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Curran with a nice move.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Hawks making a change here. Atlanta leading by 10. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Screen by Capella. On its way from Young for 2. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%, 5 of 10. Schroeder looking around. Pass to Duren. Back to Schroeder. Duren a screen. And it's Schroeder missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And here's Young from the arc.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
To the middle. Crafty move. And he lays it up and in. Fontecchio's got it back down to within single digits for the Pistons. Young for 3. Another miss by Young.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Screen by Capella. 18 feet out. And he knocks down the jumper. Young's got 13.
Well, if you overplay Trae Young, he will go right by you. He's going to make that adjustment.
Duren wide open. Here's Schroeder. Over Young. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 8. Young outside. Connects from three-point range. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Duren a screen. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Duren. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Out to the right wing. Beasley with a clean look. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Young. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
So both teams changing it up here. Pistons trailed by 13. 56 seconds left in the third. Down low. Back to Cunningham. Ivy with it. No scoring in this one. Harris's shot is good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Hawks leading by 11. Now Daniels. Adebayo the screen. Back to Daniels. That 3 off the mark. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Deflects the pass. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, the athleticism there on display from Daniels. That's fun.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Back to Thompson. 1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks, 38.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So it's the Hawks now. They led by as many as 18 points. And here's Daniels. Out to the right wing. Deep Adebayo. The rebound by Ivy.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Thompson misses. Atlanta leading by 13. Now here's LeVert. Here's Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 6 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce.
And Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done.
Johnson the screen. Here's Daniels. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Pistons trailed by 11. Cunningham inside. And the lead is down inside single digits. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Daniels. Young outside. Adebayo the screen. Pulls up. It's hauled in by Harris.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, they can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pass to Adebayo. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Ivy. Now here's Thompson. Back to Ivy. Pass to Harris. Cunningham outside. Over Daniels. Misses off the right iron. The Hawks leading by 9. And here is Johnson. Young outside. From outside the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
And you can see why this team depends on Young for a big chunk of their offensive production. This guy is a pure scorer.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Johnson the screen. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
.153 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by the Hawks. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Young. Here he goes. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
And what makes Young an all-star caliber player? Well, he can beat you with the jumper and the bounce.
Here's Ivy. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Deep Adebayo. Good on the triple. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Too much to worry about with Bam when he's in the post and on the elbow making plays. And now he's making threes. Wow.
Back to Cunningham. Duncan, a screen. 4 on the clock. with the fadeaway. And off the glass. That one's good.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
We love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
It's deflected. Riza-Shea with the steal. Young drives in.
Well, the speed that Trae Young has is a problem for a lot of guys who are trying to defend him. They're compromised if he comes at them.
That's good from Young. And so Young nails them both. Here is Cunningham. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's tipped. Duncan with it. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face